Welcome. Things are changing here at Mercy. Welcome to CPOE. So what is new and what does not change? You will now put in all medication orders, put in all nursing orders. You will do orders such as crutches, splints, NG tubes, and Foleys. Nursing will continue to put in orders via nursing protocols, which when you sign up for a patient, those orders will end up in your e-sign queue. It is also very important to note that anytime you sign up for a patient, you should check the order list so you can see what orders have been entered for that particular patient. Now you will still order diagnostic tests such as labs, imaging, etc., and you can still do that in our current practice. The following video will review most of these tasks. We've also set up some favorite order sets to make it a little easier to order either medication, diagnostics, and other nursing tests. The main order sets that are coming from Trinity at this time are being delayed. CPOE, first we will click on order to order a individual med. At this time you want to cancel out of any protocols that might be there. Click on med's name, and now you can type in the name of any med you may want. Click on Toradol, select. This time you can pick your dose, select. You can also now add another med at this time if you want. Click on the med, you'll see your choices, and this time you can choose one, but say you would like to edit the dose to change it to something like 10 milligrams. You click on edit, change to 10 milligrams, and hit OK. Select. Now save and put in your PIN, which is the same as you use for signing charts, and this will deliver the order to the nursing. At times it will take a Meditech Medic. Now we'll order some IV fluids. Cancel out of any nursing protocols. We like to go under orders usually. And first we'd like to get a peripheral IV. So you'll select that. And now I'd like to give it IV bolus. Now there'll be multiple shortcuts for these same type of orders in order favorites and sets, but this is how you would ad hoc them. You pick the bolus, you select, hit save. Now I need to put in your PIN and file and exit the test. We're going to move on now to more orders and more this is actually looking at an order list now, rather. This is when you look to see if any orders have been ordered on the patient. So if first time you're going in to see the patient to see what the nursing may have ordered for you or the provider in front of you ordered, it's always good to look at order list. As you can see, this patient got Toradol and Minicin. We'll return to the tracker. And imagine this order list might be a little larger. And this gives you an idea of what was ordered before you start ordering what you would like to add to the list. Moving on, we'll do an order for nursing-specific orders now. Cancel out of any protocols. We'll go to orders, and at this time you can ad hoc any order, like a nasogastric tube. Select. Possibly a Foley cath. Select. Also maybe orthostatic vital signs you may want. Save and then file and exit with your e-sign password. What we'll do now is move on to adding meds or orders to your own favorite list if you would like. I'm a little slow, obviously. Here we go. No allergies were put in. Cancel out of the order set. Go to orders. And maybe I'd like to get an air cast for a patient. And this is where you'll need to edit to add some instructions as right or left or what you may want. You can also add crutches at this time for the patient. And save. And put your PIN in. We did not add these to favorites at this time. We will review that momentarily. All right, we'll pick a patient. We'll go to order, cancel out. We'll look to add a med to our favorite. Pick the med you want, select, now pick the dose. As you can see in the lower corner, there's Add to a Favorites button that might be slightly blocked. And at this time, you'd like to cancel it unless you want to order that med for this particular patient. Similar to adding favorites with our prescriptions. You may want to add an order for nursing or something that you use, like peripheral IV, and add that to favorites. You want to make sure you also cancel out and don't add this order to this particular patient. All right, we're going to move on here. Next, we're going to see there's some of my med favorites that I've added over this testing period, and then I also have some different ordering favorites which are categorized into the emergency room, imaging, and laboratory. The important thing about these, I guess these favorite sets can be lost if there's a Meditech downtime that's unforeseen, which we know can all happen. Okay, we're going to move on, and at this time, we'll cancel out of any order sets that might be there. We're going to take a look at favorite sets. Okay, favorite sets are broken up into categories of diagnostic, imaging, lab, and nursing orders, and medication favorites, and then all inclusive at the top. So as you can see, it has to be built with a existing order set, and that's why the CSF fluid's there. And that's the only way we can customize our own order sets thanks to this fine system. Moving down into the labs and nursing orders, here are some common orders that you'll use. They're a little easier to access. They're all your sort of ortho orders, nasal, gastric tube, and common labs. At this time you see a basic metabolic panel and a comprehensive metabolic panel. Anytime something's in red, that means there's a similar order within the set. We'll explain what's in each panel in the education pamphlet. And then there's a medication favorite list that was comprised of meds that was given to me by people who emailed me, and some of our most common meds that we use, which will make it a lot easier for one-click use. All right, moving on. You're still going to be able to order the way we order now for test and imaging. Those order sets are still going to be available because of the order sets are being delayed to go live. So what you want to do is get into sets and categories. I'm obviously a little confused here. There we go. Back to the emergency room, and these are the similar type of way we order things now will still be available to us. As you can see, the nursing protocol orders are new, and those are the way they are able to order all the different tests in triage. And we can select just like we do now from any of these orders and put them in for ourselves. So this will not be changing for us at all. Put in your e-sign and file and exit. Well, that's going to do it. You should have all received a PDF file with a detailed booklet that has instructions for all these tasks. There will also be a copy of that booklet at every provider's computer on the go live date. I hope the video was helpful, and I hope for a smooth transition for us all. Thank you for taking the time to listen.